In 2012, Janet purchased a new car for $25,000. The moment she drove it off the lot, her car began decreasing in value 12% every n years. Create an equation that represents the value V of Janet's car n years after 2012. So what's important? We know we started in 2012. The new car is a value of $25,000. Every year it decreased in value 12% for every n years. So decreased tells me it is decay. A is what it starts. So the value of the car at the start is $25,000. Okay, and R is the rate. And this time our rate is 12%. Now remember, if we want to find out what 12% is as a decimal, we can either move the decimal place over 2. So 12%, here's the decimal, move it over 2 places, 1, 2. So that was 1, 2. So the decimal would be 0.12, right? Or you could go ahead into Desmos and we could type in 12%. The of automatically pops up and we would just put a 1 in there. See how it gives us the same answer, 0.12. Both ways are correct. It's just a matter of which do you prefer. We always go back to our exponential growth and decay function, which is f of t is equal to a 1 plus the rate to the power of t. Okay, and we're going to pop in what we know. So it tells us n years after 2012. So instead of t, we're going to use n years after 2012. Okay, the other thing it tells us is it represents the value v. So v is the value. Once we've got that, we're ready to write our equation. So we know v is equal to the start, so $25,000. Parentheses 1 plus, ooh, I messed up something really important. It decreases 12%, so that's a negative 12%. So negative 0.12 to the power of n. Now we do need to simplify this right here, okay? So if you type that in your calculator, 1 plus negative 0.12, we end up with v equals 25,000, 0.88 to the power of n. Now, the question asks us, how much was Janet's car worth in 2018? So if I'm looking at 2018, I need to know how many years after 2012 that is. So that's 6 years after 2012. Okay, so that means our n is equal to 6 this time. Now we go ahead and we plug it into Desmos. So I've got v equals 25,000, 0.88 to the power of n. And I do my gear and I press my table and oh no, triangles of death. So let's try switching this to an x. Didn't help my v, so let's try switching this to a y. Still didn't help. So if that still doesn't work, you know what? I just take this new thing and I make it a table again. So now we're good. And I'm ready to put in 6 years after 2012. So my answer is $11,610.10. So Desmos told me that after 6 years after 2012, my car is worth $11,610.10. That's the end.